unnecessary step, but I'm going to do it just so I can show you guys what I was talking about when it comes to the other side of the heater control cable where it goes in here. And so you've just got, in my Jeep, I've just got 2 little tip screws because I think a long time ago somebody else got in here and left a lot of shit out. So I'm going to take these out, okay, and then I'm going to slide this out. Now if you're going this far, you have to replace this control panel. You can disconnect this group of wires, and then you've got another group of wires that plug in here in the back, and they come off, okay? Now, before you disconnect all your wires to your fan controller, make sure you take a good picture of how your wires go, because if not, that will be a little headache. Now, this clip right here that goes here, all you got to do is flip a little, I don't want to call it a switch, but you just push up on that and that comes off very easy. Now if I can remember, I think I have to take these 2 little nuts out, or bolts, screws, or whatever you want to call them, and then this assembly lifts off. I'm going to use a 1/4 inch nut driver, and it just unscrews, and you have 2, I believe. Yep, I was right. You take those 2 little nuts off and this whole assembly comes off, okay? We'll just kind of gently set that back there someplace. And then this is what you have left. And this would be a good time not to fiddle with none of your controls. Just leave them where they are. Now, if you see me do it, don't do it. Now I got to remember how this comes, how this goes. And you see your heater control cable clips up in here. Now you can break that clip very easily. You see my finger, that little red clip was up in this little slot right here. So what you do is you just take your finger and you pull back and you press down on that, and then your heater control cable unhooks from that thing right here. See if the camera, see it? See that little hook? So very important, you leave your heater controls in the off position. Now go ahead and disconnect. You've got a vacuum line up underneath here, so we just want to pull him off, and then you've got this right here connector. You want to pull that off. Be careful not to screw it up, and you can kind of get that stuff out of the way, which I can't remember if it actually comes out when you pull this or not. But anyway, let's take a break from being inside the Jeep and let's get outside under the hood. And the next thing I'm going to do is start removing my windshield wiper fluid container. That way I can get back down in here to my fan motor. Okay, so it's really easy, no big deal. It's just, I believe it's just, I might not even have the damn thing screwed in here. Let's see. Huh. Imagine that, how easy that was. It's just sitting in here, but you do have connection. Disconnect that little plug, and you can disconnect your motor, which I think it's down there someplace. There we go. And that's it. How simple was that? And there's the fan motor. I think I had an idea I was going to be doing this again sometime, so that's why I didn't install it. So you got that done. So what you want to do is, this is your fan motor connection, and it's right around here someplace, so unconnect that. And now would be a good time to get a new fan motor, since you're taking it out anyway, and a lot of the fan motors in these XJs are just long in the tooth and all rusted up. It's an excellent time to do that. And I'm going to get an air hose and I'm going to blow all this garbage out, that way I don't get it down in the XJ, and we'll move on to the next step. Now I'm going to remove the fan motor, so get your 1/4 inch nut driver again and take out 3 of those little screws. Got one here, and one here. and then that will be that. Now here's a little side note. This last little screw down here, it's kind of hard to get like a regular nut driver or, you know, something down here, a little wrench to get it out. So I've got a little bitty socket with a 1/4 inch, or a 1/4 inch socket with about a 2-inch extension and a little bitty ratchet, and that's what I'm using to get that out with. And with those 3 screws removed, your heater, or not your heater, but your fan motor is free. But you do have a little hose down here that needs to come off, and then you can completely pull out your fan motor. So be careful when you pull out your fan motor, because you do have this gasket that is in there that will get hung up around this wheel, and if you just start yanking and jerking on stuff, you will probably screw it up, so just be careful. Now we've got the fan out, and we've got a few more nuts to take off. We've got one here, and there's one down here, and there's one over here, and what that does is disconnect the heater box from the firewall. So guys, I think this is going to be the last step for today. I'll go ahead and take those nuts out because I'm running out of daylight again. I need to get this video edited and put on the interwebs. So if you've liked this video, please like and subscribe, and please visit the website www.EVERYDAY-XJ.COM and check it out. Let me know what you think. So guys, I'm out.